Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily UPSC MCQ series. And 26th of November, important issues daily we are discussing here, important questions, their explanations are coming, and the PDF you are getting on a daily basis here on the Telegram channel. So keep following these lessons. Important announcements are going to be there in December month, and from December Mahipal sir is going to take up this series, and I will be making important UPSC MCQ series. So keep following. The big platform is ready for StudyIQ. Important courses are gonna come. We will create a serious level playing field for all the students, and it all depends on your hard work now, how much you achieve from these courses, and these will be available from December. So you can call on these two numbers, and the PDF you will get on Telegram channel, whose link is given on this Facebook group here. So send me a request here, and you can follow me on Instagram too. First question: Budapest Convention. Is it the sole legally binding multilateral treaty that coordinates cybercrime investigations between nation states and criminalizes certain cybercrime conducts? You see, this is correct. It is the only legally binding multilateral treaty. 64 nations are there, but India is not there. Okay, and one more issue is going on where Russia has given this proposal in General Assembly that there must be an important treaty for this cybercrime issue. It's a global issue. It's a global problem, and we are more and more connected with the internet. We are dependent on internet today, but the cybercrime is something as a big obstacle there. So that's why this treaty is necessary, and we have supported Russia there. We are not a part of this Budapest Convention, and it is mainly the initiative of the Council of Europe. So first is correct, second is wrong. Okay, India is not a part of it. So only one is the right answer. A is the right answer here. You can see Council of Europe has led this initiative, and the Council of Europe is to uphold human rights, democracy, rule of law in Europe, and promote the European culture there. Headquarters there in France, and 47 member states are there for Council of Europe, and they have taken this Budapest Convention for cybercrime investigation. Okay, so they may certainly ask you about that. Till date, it is only legally binding multilateral treaty for that issue, but there will be a new treaty as it was proposed by Russia, and we have supported that. Next, India to host Council of Heads of Government of SCO member states in 2020. Now there are 8 member states in SCO. India and Pakistan both are the full members now. India's importance is rising here, and this group is extremely important for us. Why? Because China, Russia, and India, 3 big Asian countries who are the leaders of the 21st century, they are here on a single platform. So that's why it's very, very important for us. And India will also host the SCO Forum of Young Scientists and Innovators in 2020. So both the proposals are accepted for India, and we will certainly host this SCO issues in 2020, the next year. So C, both is the right answer here. And recently on 21st of November, the 5th meeting of Shanghai Cooperation Organization's Head of Ministries and Department of Science and Technology was held in Russia this year. Next year, India will be the host of Council of Heads of Government of SCO member states in 2020. Okay, and important thing is that we will approve the draft SCO roadmap on cooperation between research institutions of SCO member states for the period of 21 to 23. 3 years period, and for research institutes. So that is also going to be a main agenda there. And you can see the Forum of Young Scientists and Innovators that will be held in India next year. Okay, so that's important. Next, Constitution Day, which is today, also known as Samvidhan Divas, is celebrated every year on November 26 to mark the day on which the Constitution of India came into effect. Is that correct statement? No, this is wrong. Why? Because it says the day on which the Constitution came into effect. Constitution came into effect. It was enacted on 26th of this January 1950. On November 26, 1949, we adopted this. This did not come into effect. That's the issue. So this is wrong. Okay. Next, earlier this day was commemorated as National Law Day after a resolution by Supreme Court's Bar Association. So that's a correct statement. In 1979, they commemorated it as a National Law Day. So second is correct. Only 2 is the right answer here. You can see adopted on 26th of November. We, the people of India, gave this constitution to ourselves. So it is the people who has this authority. And the draft of the constitution prepared by the drafting committee under B.R. Ambedkar's aegis. So B.R. Ambedkar, the tribute is given to him, and it was also National Law Day. After Bar Association, they passed this resolution as a lawyers body. Some important facts are given, but many facts are there. Okay, it was not typed; it was handwritten in both Hindi and English, and the beautiful calligraphy by Prem Bihari Raizada in italic style, and artists from Shantiniketan beautified the pages. So these kind of unique details, they may ask you about that. And November 26, 1914, it was adopted, and 1950 January 26 came into force. Okay, so these words are very important. Okay, next, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has conceptualized a global housing technology challenge. That's for sure. They have conceptualized something like that, because that was necessary to bring the insight into the housing issue, which we are going to provide in Housing for All scheme by 2020, and we are going to build more than 1 crore houses for the poor people of India, and the best global practices which will build these sustainable, cheaper houses, very productive houses with the best technological help. And this will be the biggest solution for the poor nation. You see the place to live, that is the basic need there. So there must be a roof above our heads. So that can be the biggest ever achievement by the government if they make it possible by 2022, and the technology is the biggest helper there. So both the statements are correct here, because GHTC aims to fast track the construction of affordable housing. Okay, and the target is for 2022. Okay, do not get confused there. So C both is the right answer here. You can see the issue was given on the website there, which was especially made for the GHTC India. So Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, they conceptualized that, and a basket of innovative technologies. They identified sustainable and disaster resilient housing they are going to provide there, cost effective, speedier, and ensured quality will be there according to the geoclimatic conditions, which are very much diverse in this country, and the whole ecosystem will be provided here, and the best technology will be taken there under this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana urban mission. Okay, because the urban area is more focused here. We will need a lot of houses, around 2 million houses in urban areas especially. Okay, because maximum population is gonna live in urban areas by 2050. So that we have to focus there, and many components are there. First component talks about the Grand Expo and the conference on alternative and innovative construction technologies, and all the stakeholders will be there on the panel. Component 2 talks about the identification of mainstream proven demonstrable technologies and the best technological help there. Okay, and the world's best technologies of the modern times, how they can be used in Indian context, that is to be discussed there. Next, the Asha India Affordable Sustainable Housing Accelerators. This program is going on, and the potential future technologies will be inculcated in this important program. So the potential future technologies, the help of India's best minds there, the startups, the young minds, the technical institutions and their knowledge application, this all will be tapped here. So that's why this is a very important and innovative and futuristic program. The ASHA program, you must remember here. Okay, Affordable Sustainable Housing Accelerator. Eminent IITs, technological institutions, they are going to help there. So accelerator workshops will be organized. Okay. The issue as a map was also given on the website there, so they may ask you something like that, because they focus a lot on the government data and the government websites there. So you should keep visiting these websites, and these innovative ideas are very important for the UPSC Prelims examination. Okay, next, CLAP. Government has launched the CLAP, Credit Linked Subsidy Service Awas portal there. Under this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana housing urban component, and the whole framework is under GHTC India only. Okay, as I explained to you, this is the whole ecosystem there where this all is going on, and why it is important, this is given here. Next, India has the second largest coal reserves in the world after China. You see two things, reserves and production, two different things. In reserves, highest reserves are there in US, then in Russia, then in China, then in Australia, then in India. So India has the 5th place in reserves. If you talk about production, then China, the biggest producer and the biggest consumer also. Second, US. Third, India. So producers, India is third. Reserves, India is 5th. So this statement is wrong. Second is correct. Damodar Coal Valley in the Jharkhand region, in the Chota Nagpur Plateau region, where the Gondwana coal is located. So in these river valleys, there are biggest coal seams out there, and there the issue of coal bed methane is extremely important, because coal bed methane is something that is additional to coal. Means in the coal seams, the methane gas is produced, and that is trapped for thousands of years now, and that we can tap there. That is inflammable gas, and it's an important fuel, and that is way more eco-friendly than the coal. So we can surely tap that. So the technological help should be there. And now government talks to Coal India Limited, and they are going to provide this important production there. So they say that per year you should raise your production. So only 2 is the right answer here, because first is wrong. You can see 5th biggest coal reserves in the world, biggest coal producer after China and US. 3rd biggest India is, okay, and 5th biggest reserves we have. Okay, and you can see eastern state of Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and West Bengal account for more than 70% of India's coal reserves. Other states, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, they are significant coal producing states in India. And India's more than 70% electricity generation that comes from coal right now. So still the most important source, and coal bed methane. Ministry of Coal has asked the state-run coal miner, the Coal India Limited, to produce 2 MMSCB, million metric standard cubic meters per day for coal bed methane in the next 2 to 3 years. So that is the important goal. And the Damodar Coal Valley, you see the map, if you see, Chota Nagpur Plateau radial drainage pattern is there. These rivers are rising from Chota Nagpur Plateau and going into all directions. You can see South Coal going towards south, towards Odisha, meeting Sank and becoming Brahmani here. North Coal going towards north, meeting Son River, which is ultimately meeting into Ganga River. Here the Damodar is rising, going into east direction, and this is all the area of coal seams, these river valleys. Okay, so there they can produce coal bed methane there. So many geographical issues can be asked, and the economic geography aspect is very, very important in this area. Okay, whatever development is there in this area, that is all because of these minerals and the mining issues there. Okay, and in the same region many forest areas are there, and the tribal communities are also living. So always a controversial issue. You can see the process, how they bring out the coal bed methane, how the gas is produced, because the natural vegetation which is trapped there. So bacteria, they have worked there, and out of those heat pressure, they had produced a lot of methane that is trapped in these seams. And if you see the section of earth, then coal bed methane that is available near the surface. One more issue is of shale gas, where sedimentary rocks are there near the coast, and there these gases are trapped below 3,000-4,000 meters. So that is shale gas, and that boom is going on in US, and due to that reason the international oil prices, they heavily came down in 2014. So that's the shale gas. So you may see the difference there. So that's important detail for today. We'll meet again tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit signing. And the geography MCQ series I'm gonna bring in the end of December. So that will be totally exam oriented UPSC MCQ series, and keep following. Big announcements are gonna come very soon. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was